Hey y'all, you know what y'all stands for? It stands for everybody that ain't here, that's there where y'all are. See, it's pretty easy to understand when you're in Alabama. Actually, I understood it in a few other states than this too, but it's easier to understand here. And I got a different place I'd like to start recording, but I got to fix that. I got to get rid of about 10 tools worth of trades 10 trades worth of tools that I got in there too. In my garage. It's a big enough garage, it's just got a bunch in it, and it's not trashed up in either. It's a lot of tools. Have done a lot of things. But I want to share with you an interesting article that someone in the same position as we are wrote. It had some very good pointers in it I think we all could use. So did a little Google search is how I found it, and I used some specific words so I could find it. And Mark talked about us reading a book called The Slight Edge last night, and I was on there looking for samples of it so I could see whether I wanted to read it on my phone or read it in a book or or listen to it on my phone. Ended up deciding to go ahead and just get the book at Amazon. And I heard another book today. It's called E-Myth, and I got E-Myth Mastery. I saw a video that was given to me by a friend of mine, and that sounds like it's going to be a pretty good book too. So I'll give you a review on that when I get done with it. Seems like I got a lot of reading to do all of a sudden besides everything else too. Anyway, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this book, this article I found, so you can see what you think of it. Maybe you'll think it helps you as much as I can see where it might help me. The article reads like this. It's written by Alex Honeycutt. I took a life and business coaching program a few years ago, and one of the most powerful lessons I learned was that many of the choices you make, emotions you feel, and ways you behave are based on the stories you tell yourself. For example, that you're awesome, or that you're awkward, that you're a capable, powerful leader, or that you have absolutely no idea what you're talking about. You tell stories across all facets of your life, including when it comes to promoting your career or yourself. Whether you tell yourself that you only get one shot to get it right and that you need to be professional at all costs, these stories dictate how you approach certain promotional opportunities. But those tales aren't always true, and often you put a lot of pressure on yourself. So how do you change your story? With some good old perspective. If you're looking to shake up your business PR strategy or even rethink the ways you promote yourself, here are 5 strategic quotes that'll help you switch the song. People are people, and the biology of decision making is the same no matter whether it's a personal decision or a business decision. Simon Sinek wrote that. You may have the tendency to divide your communication approach into 2 buckets, life and business, but in reality, people decide whether they want to buy from a business using the same process that they use when deciding whether to pursue a friendship. You already know how to create friendships in your personal life, so simply use those tactics like authenticity, transparency, and empathy to create relationships. We see our customers as invited guests to a party, and we're the host. Jeff Bezos, you remember him. When it comes to promoting yourself or your work, it's easy to focus on you. Specifically, what do you want to get out of the opportunity? How are you going to prepare? What messages do you want to get across? Those are all important questions to answer, but you need to keep the focus on the people you're promoting to. You're the host and they are the guest. Treat them accordingly. For example, let's say you're creating an email marketing campaign for your clients. Instead of first outlining the message you want to get across and brainstorming how you're going to promote your product, start by talking about the experience you want to create for your clients through the campaign. What useful information can you provide them? How do you want them to feel when they open your emails? Then insert your messaging accordingly. Number 3, make the customer the hero of your story. Ann Handley. An incredibly effective way to explain what you do and, most importantly, showcase your impact is to make your customers or the people you've impacted the hero of your story. In other words, let someone else's story highlight why you and your work is so great. To do this, Consider including customer testimonials on your personal website or bringing several recommendations with you to your next interview. Having a customer say that you created a marketing plan for her company that led to several guest blogs, a spike in email signups, and 46% more social media engagement, all while you're staying true to the organization's message and vision, is much more meaningful than if you simply wrote that you help clients create awesome marketing plans. Number 4, all life is an experiment. The more experiments you make, the better. Ralph Waldo Emerson. When it comes to finding ways to raise your visibility, there's no one right way. That happens to correspond to a million wrong ways. Instead, there are good ways, great ways, and ways you thought were going to work but didn't. The more flexible you are with your strategy, the more quickly you'll be able to pivot away from the opportunities that aren't working and find new ones that will. If you can't state your position in 8 words, you don't have a position. Seth Godin said that. This is my favorite piece of advice from the bunch. Before you show up for that interview, get on that stage and start tweeting for your business. You need to not only figure out your position, mission, and purpose, but how to offer up that idea concisely. Not only do you have about 4 seconds before you lose people's attention, but people are more likely to believe in your position when your message is crystal clear. Imagine you meet a woman at a cocktail party who says she started a design agency. When you ask why, and she says, I took a few classes in design in college. When I graduated, I got into the corporate world and hated the hours, so I figured being my own boss would give me the best chance of freedom. Plus, I liked the idea of being able to only work on projects I wanted to. Is she going to be the first person you call when you need design work? Probably not. Now let's say you meet another woman who also started a design agency. When you ask her why she started her company, she said, so I can work on projects I'm passionate about from anywhere in the world. Doesn't her answer give you much more confidence in her ability to do a good job? A parting piece of perspective on promoting yourself or your business from my marketing muse, Simon Sinek, said, there are only 2 ways to influence human behavior. You can manipulate it or you can inspire it. Always aim to inspire. Now, I don't know about you, but it makes sense to listen to those that know more about these kind of things than I do. And I've always been like I was, and I'm hoping because I'm trying to change this, maybe I'm a little successful anyway. I'm a little different than I was. If you found this to be valuable, then please like this video and subscribe to my channel. And if you're interested in learning this, I guess you can call it an occupation, then click the link. It seems more like a lifestyle move in the right direction than a job per se, but the links are below, and I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe, and ring the bell, and comment too, please. Thank you.